I'm waiting for my coffee so I can get. I haven't even had Fireball yet, and I'm being totally raunchy.
Yeah, I hate to see you freaking
Waiting
want it.
for my coffee.
It's
Mike,
Bob's fault.
Yeah,
right?
it's all Bob's fault.
Mike, are you still looking for an albino ball python? It looks like it. You are.
Oh, hi everybody.
Oh yeah, hi everybody.
Oh, hey, yeah.
We're live. Hello everybody. Hi George, Mickey M, Mike, Mismatched Socks. Hi Jess, how are you?
I haven't seen her in a while. How you
No, I
doing?
haven't seen you for a while. And Kiwi and Grasshopper. I think I said Grasshopper. I don't know. And Bob and Skipper.
I'm so embarrassed. Did you see what I did to Mick him in Dan's chat? I not
What?
only deleted his comment, but then I timed him out, so that took
Did
at
you
least.
really? Oh my gosh.
Well, I was holding my phone, and just for a second, I just, how sometimes I'll do that if I'm
You
reading.
were falling asleep.
Well, yeah, but I wasn't falling asleep. I just did. It must have been my blood sugar because you do that reading or watching TV. And the second I woke up, I'm like, oh, hell, what did I do with my hands? And I started looking. I'm like, oh, my God.
My grandfather does that when he's watching TV in his recliner.
Yeah, well, that's what TVs and recliners are for.
Yeah, that's it.
That wasn't what I was getting at, but okay.
Skipper wants me to be his grandpa. I will.
No, I'm just saying a lot of old men do that when they get home.
I'll let you know when I get home.
When I was like when my kids were little, they were my remote, because there was no such thing as remotes. And
I used to be a remote.
yeah, and then remember we'd have those antenna things, rabbit ears sitting on top of the TV.
Oh yeah.
And if they didn't work real good for reception, you could like clamp on little balls of aluminum foil on the tops of them to get better reception and wiggle them around. I'm old.
People don't understand what it was like without cable. A lot of people don't understand.
Yeah.
We had our antenna was actually on top of the house.
Oh yeah, we had one of those too. And then we had the one on top that sat on top of the TV too.
I had to go out and turn.
And a lot of people, those antennas on top of the house, that they would attract lightning strikes.
Well, yeah. The only thing that sucked about it is if it did get struck by lightning, your TV was done.
Yeah.
Because it was like a lightning rod.
Yep.
That's
and it used to be years ago that the TV would shut off about 11 o'clock or so, and first years and years ago you'd just get snow, just the snow thing screen,
and
then sometimes they would have like the flashing colors after we got color TV. Then when the TV shut off at night, they have the flashing.
Do you remember the
screen, but that was like they didn't have all night shows. I mean, like past 10, 11 o'clock, the TV was done for the night. We're getting old. Hey, Patty.
Hello, Patty. Yeah, well, I remember whenever it was like that, and it ended up being like a flag waving.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that jet video and all that. Reach out and touch the face of God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I think when they started having shows at night, it was like the I don't even remember what they called it, but those shows where you could buy stuff, like they'd show stuff to sell.
Oh yeah, the infomercial.
Yep.
Yeah.
They still do that though.
Do they?
There's still certain channels, and it's normally, I think, like the weekends that it's infomercials.
Oh wow.
So if you had a night of insomnia, it sucked because infomercials just suck. I don't like them.
Yep. I remember they'd sell bracelets and all kinds of crap.
That's when you get your record VCR and play movies and record stuff.
Yeah, but when we were younger, there was no such thing as VCRs.
And now they don't make them anymore. Well, one company does, I think, in Japan. But
yeah, I used to have a really big collection of them too, but
There's a way you can get your VCRs tapes transferred over to a DVD.
yeah.
Yep.
Now, see any movies that I have, I put on my computer and play them because I don't have a TV. But I do have a CD player on it, so I can like pop a movie in there.
Oh, there's Patty. I was wondering a while ago, where the hell's Patty? There she is.
Yeah, mismatch sucks. But wait, there's more. Damn infomercials. Almost bought one of them ovens one time.
What?
They had this neutral wave oven. It could cook a full size turkey in 2 hours. 2 hours. Instead, you have to wait most of the day when you're cooking your turkey for Thanksgiving. I'm like, no, I'm good. I thought about it. I was like, oh, that's pretty neat. We need one of those.
One of my favorite turkeys that I ever made, and I don't know if you've ever done this, but I soaked it for 4 days in salt water and brine with all kinds of herbs and stuff tossed in.
I've heard about that.
And then I cooked it, and when I got it out of the oven, it was beautiful. I mean, it was like picture perfect, like a Norman Rockwell card. You know, it was just this gorgeous turkey. And I asked my son if he wanted to carve the turkey. Let's see it. I think Tucker was there. It's three out of my 4 kids were there for dinner, and their partners. So I asked Tucker if he wanted to carve the turkey, and he said, "No, you go ahead." And I stuck my knife in the top of the breast, and all the meat fell off the bones.
Wow.
I mean, I stuck the knife in it, and it just like totally leg bones and everything were just bare. And I'm sitting there looking at it, and everybody started laughing, and they said, "That's one way to carve the turkey."
Wow.
But it was really good and really moist too from soaking it like that.
Hey,
It was
Daniel.
really good.
I thought you were going to say you stuck the knife in and it squirted you.
No, I stuck the knife in, and all the meat just fell off the bones.
That's what I feel like is going to happen to me sometimes. Without the knife.
Oh, you want me to stick a knife in you and see?
I said without the knife because I knew you were going to be all over that.
Hi, Daniel. That's oh yeah, brining it is really good. It's really good that way. And for years when we raised our own turkeys when the kids were little, I used to we'd butcher it ourselves, and then I'd take it to the meat packing place and have them smoke it. Smoked turkey's really good. Really
Yeah,
good.
they are. Yeah, they are.
And we'd have that for Thanksgiving. One year, we had a really big turkey that was left like on New Year's, so I figured I'd cook it for New Year's Day. And butchered out, that damn turkey weighed over 40 pounds. Butchered. Butchered weight.
His name was Tom.
I had to take it, and when I had put it in the oven sideways and hold the legs up while I shut the oven door. And I cooked it really slow for 9 hours, and I had to keep adding water to it because it didn't even have that much fat on it, but it was pretty good. But yeah.
Okay. I'm going to let Yazzie get his fix. He hears you because I'm not using the buds. Come on, let you see Pam.
And then one Thanksgiving, my aunt came, and
right there.
When I was butchering I was plucking the turkey, and she's like, "How could you do that?" And I said, "Do what?" She says, "Kill a turkey like that." I said, "Well, what do you have for Thanksgiving?" And she says, "Well, I have turkey, but I buy it in the grocery store." And I'm like, they don't grow wrapped in plastic. I'm sorry. You know?
You didn't say hello to Yazzie.
Yazzie. Yazzie.
Oh.
What a good boy. Look at Yazzie.
Yes, He's a good boy.
Look at Yazzie.
Yazzie, Bob's mascot.
He is. It's his channel, you know.
Well, I said his name. He looked right at me.
Yep.
I was trying to, like, Star gets really excited when I stream. I don't know why, but she'll, like, when I'm getting ready to stream, she's, like, dancing all around my feet, all excited and stuff, and, like, running circles around me. She gets all excited. And I was like, I thought that she must realize that I started streaming when I start talking to the computer. But I figured it out the other day. She knows I'm going to stream when I put my ears on. As soon as I put the ears on, she gets all excited.
Are you sure it ain't that Star thinks you're talking to yourself and she trying to give you company?
That could be. That could be. She's like, oh no, she's going crazy again. Yeah, poor Yazzie looks tired. So how are you feeling there, Skipper?
I'm all right. It's still there.
Did you start physical therapy yet?
Yeah, that's crazy. That's so weird. I feel like I was getting back into the army, some of the stuff they were having me do. But I lay on this heating pad with a TENS unit.
Yeah.
I said, I want one of those for at my house.
Turn that sucker up too before they walk away, because you know by now it turns down a little.
Well, it doesn't turn down. Your body gets used to it.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
well, they come back, and then I tell them to turn it up.
Do they have you do anything in a pool? I would think like doing exercises in the swimming.
Well, they don't have one there at the VA. But then I get on this machine, and it stretches me. Pulls on you.
Oh.
It holds your chest and it pulls your waist down to where it's
probably to try to straighten everything out.
Yeah, and it feels good for a little bit till it's done.
It's lumbar traction.
Yeah, that's what it is. Thank you. But yeah, I went to pain management today, and I won't get back for another month. They want to see what this does, and plus I have the back specialist too to see.
Oh.
I think it'll work itself out.
How did that injection finally settle out?
It didn't settle. It didn't kick in or something.
Yeah, after the initial thing, it wore off.
Yeah, boy, that was nice. They could drip that into my back all they want, that damn lidocaine. That was nice. Time for an IV. Here's some lidocaine.
That's the trick.
Well, yesterday I wasn't hurting at all. And then I started doing stuff in the garage. Well, I'm paid for it today.
Yep. Can't tell you nothing.
So do you have to do stuff at home too? Do they give you stuff to do at home?
Oh, yeah, but I don't do it.
You better do that, because it'll make it. I still do my home exercise program for my neck. I still do it.
I do some of it.
It does help me.
Like when I'm at work and I'm sitting in a chair for too long, like whenever I work at that one part of the jail, and I'll get up and I'll do one of them. You can do it while you're standing, and it helps. It relieves it.
Awesome.
Mismatched Socks wants to know what happened. I don't know. Somehow I injured my back. I got a protruding disc, and it's sitting on my S1, which is your sciatic nerve. So I'm pain all the time. That's all.
Oh, I checked. I'm going to be shipping sending everything out through the post office here pretty quick. I just need to. Monday, I'm going to have an auction Monday night. I haven't figured out the exact time. I got to kind of work it in between. There's not as many streams Monday night. That's why I'm going to do it Monday night. But I checked, and Uber is going to cost like $16 each way. So $32, which is cheaper than the taxi. The taxi would have cost me over $50. So,
how far away is it from your house?
It's about 4 miles from the post office to my house.
Why get me a shopping cart and walk that?
No, I'm old.
How many miles did you say?
4, so 4 miles each way.
Damn.
So yeah, so I sat and figured it out, and the taxi would be about $50, but Uber is going to be about $32. So, and then I gotta get a few groceries, and then I got to make sure that I have plenty. Like make sure that I have plenty of money to. I'm not sure how much it's going to cost at the post office, but I don't want to make 2 trips. I want to do it all at once, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Because of having to pay to do it. You know, I'm not going to make 2 trips out of it. So I'm going to do an auction Monday night, and then I'll probably set up a Uber pickup for Tuesday. So that's what's going on with that. So everybody that's been waiting to get their stuff, it's going to be coming. It's going to be coming. I just want to, like I say, make sure that I have plenty to cover the postage, because I don't want to have to, you know, go, oh no, I don't have enough money, and bring part of it back home again. It's got to all go out at once.
That ought to have my Christmas stuff in it.
No, Bob. Your Christmas stuff was long sent. But you have a box with some seashells, and
Well, don't worry about that.
I don't know, there's 3 or 4 drawings in there.
Don't worry about the seashells because of the weight, because I got him the shell. I found him a shell. I don't need shells. Save that for another. Huh?
It's already boxed up.
Yeah, it's already boxed up, so you're going to get them anyway.
Damn it.
You knew, Bob.
Then it's going to be like, it's supposed to be 73 degrees tomorrow.
Oh my God! Yeah,
On Thursday, and Friday it's dropping down into the 30s for a high, and Friday and Saturday is snow. And I looked at the Weather Channel, and we are in the band that's supposed to get anywhere between 4 and 11 inches Friday and Saturday. It's going to snow Friday and Saturday.
You're going to have snow, and you're going to be freezing your butt off.
Yep, and then next Friday, like a week from the snow starting. Next Friday, it's supposed to be 80 degrees.
Yeah, it's going to be 90 degrees here this weekend.
Oh, this weekend we're in the 30s. I mean, you know, we're going to have snow for 3 or 4 days, and it sounds like we're going to have more than a little bit of snow, more than a dusting. We're going to have snow. But next Friday, like a week from Friday, we're going to have 80 degrees. So, yeah, springtime in Wyoming.
It's crazy.
That's what makes people sick, that weather that's up and down.
Yeah, it's like even the next couple days, like tomorrow it's supposed to be 73, then the day after that we're getting a snowstorm. It said plummeting temperatures. And the nights are going to be down in like 20 degrees and in the teens. Oh.
It's crazy.
Yeah, Wyoming is dumb. Last year, our last snowstorm where we actually got like heavy snow and the roads had to be plowed and everything was June 8th. Last year, June 8th.
No summer tubbing for you.
Yeah, well, I can't anyway, because the one year that I did do summer tubbing, the first week in August, it got down below freezing at night for a whole week. The first week in August, every night. for the first week in August. It was below freezing.
See, Bob's falling asleep right now.
I'm trying to keep this coffee down. No, when I go to sleep, I do like that. Straight out.
Oh my God, I bet my coffee's ready. I'm going to go check. But Skipper, keep Bob in line, okay?
I'm trying to keep that coffee down. It's making me nauseous.
And I'll be right back.
Now we can talk about her. I'll tell you one thing. If she starts that same old stuff with me. She must have accidentally went out. She comes back, I've got to look at my volunteer schedule. I can't remember if I'm on Thursday or Saturday this week. Not that it matters. I could look when I get off here. But
Oh, you talking about at the Ark?
yeah, I do every Wednesday and every Monday night, but every other week I rotate Thursday or Saturday.
Oh.
The doctor eased my restrictions some. I used to just be able to do 4 hours a week, but I was doing 6. And now I got him to let me go 8 to 10, and so I'm doing 10.
Oh, well, it ain't like you're lifting a bunch of boxes, you know what I mean?
That's the problem is I get in there like I was taking supplies the other day, and I carried the stuff out of the buggy from Walmart. I mean, unloaded it and had a TV I was donating and some litter and stuff like that, dog food. And I should have waited till I got there and let the young people do it, but no. Well, I had to load it at Walmart anyway.
Yeah.
Yep, you just wait, Skipper, when you start them back problems. I started out on a cane today. About 1 or 1:30 I was off of it.
Took a while for you to get loosened up.
If I wanted to walk, it's a cane or stay in the bed. Ain't nobody got time for that shit.
No. My poor neighbor, he ended up breaking his hip. He's an older gentleman. I think he's up in his 80s. And he wanted me to look at his lawnmower because it wouldn't start. I said, well, it needs a part. I said, oh, hell, that reminds me. I got to look that up. But I said, it needs a part. And I said, I'll fix it for you. And we made a deal years ago to where he just buys the parts and I'll put it on. He don't have to pay me to do it because he gave me a table saw, a drill press, and a bandsaw.
Oh, nice.
For nothing. And I said, well, buddy, you don't have to pay me labor to work on your equipment. I said, I'll do it for free. I said, but you still have to pay for the parts, obviously.
I remember my ex-husband was kind of an idiot. I don't know if I've ever told you that before or not.
A few hundred times.
But he borrowed a lawnmower from his brother, right?
Yeah.
So he was out mowing the lawn and it kept dying. And he got mad and picked up the lawnmower and like held on the handle and whammed it into the tree in the yard. It wasn't even our freaking lawnmower.
Oh my God.
And he slammed it into the tree because he got mad. But you know what was funny about it, and what makes me remember it, is because the kids were little, and they were all playing in the living room, and I was sitting there, and he was out mowing the lawn. And it was perfect timing because I remember, like, Jessica goes something like, roar, I'm a dinosaur, and Courtney was roaring, and Tucker roared as loud as he could, and he said, I'm a T-Rex. And it was just right at that moment that his dad like let out this bellow, and you could hear the lawnmower crash against the tree, and the kids like got quiet, and Tucker looks up and he says, Daddy wins. Which made me laugh.
That's funny.
Oh. Now when I had a little bit of extra money this winter, I bought myself a one of those push mowers. because it wasn't that expensive. I hope it works good, but it's in the box. I gotta take it. The grass is starting to grow, so I need to take it out of the box and try to put it together. Hopefully I'll be able to do it. You know, the old push mowers that don't have a motor on them, you know, you just push them. My yard's not super big, so, and it was only $75, so I didn't think that was too bad.
Should just be a couple of bolts, just where the handle goes on.
Yeah, I think that's it should be just that. But I haven't opened up the box yet because, like I said, I got it this winter, so I just like have it sitting out on in my porch.
It'll go a lot easier on you if you get out there and snip that fence and roll it up first. Get it out of the way.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Wrestle those poles and cement up out of the ground.
Yep. And then I decided I'm going to try to salvage as much of my skirting as I can. It's old wood, but it didn't say that everything has to be. It just said they can't have any holes or anything in it. So I'm going to try to salvage as much as I can. So hopefully I won't have to replace very much of it. But I'll have to paint it white, which means I need to get out there. And I don't have a weed eater, but I need to get out there and with like a sharp pair of scissors and cut all the grass down on the side of the house so I can paint that. Hi, Benny Loco. How are you? Good to see you.
Don't get out there and get on a snake.
Hi, Glassbox Hero.
Right. It will not be fun.
Water moccasin or
But that's what where I ran into trouble a couple years ago was had this old fart knock on my door and asked me if let's see, he told me that he would do my lawn for like $40. So him and his buddy. And I didn't even need the lawn mowed. Thank you, Benny. Thank you. But I didn't really need the lawn mowed, but I wanted him to weed eat around the fence and around the house, you know, up against the house where the lawnmower leaves it and it grows tall.
Mm-hmm.
So I gave him the $40 and they worked for an hour mowing the lawn. They didn't even do any weed eating. I didn't even want the lawn mowed. I wanted the weed eating done around the edges.
they probably didn't.
And then they took the $40 and went and bought beer.
Yeah.
And all their tools, all their stuff sat in the yard for like 2 weeks and they never did any more on it.
I'd have sold that stuff.
I gave them beer money is what I did.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd have sold that stuff. Hired somebody to come and do it.
I was not real happy. And then the guy kept showing up, knocking on the door because he lost his license for it because he got a drunk driving ticket. So then he started knocking on my door early in the morning almost every day, wanting me to give him rides to places. And that happened for about a week. And then I just started telling him no, and he got mad at me. And they picked up their stuff and left. And I was like, fine, I don't want you here. You know? So yeah. And I should have known better because, I mean, you could look at both of them and know they're alcoholics because you know how alcoholics look. They look like they're 50 years older than they are.
Yeah, and their cheeks are always red.
Yeah.
They
And
always put alcohol in their coffee.
don't make me spit out my coffee, Bob. I do this, like, that one bottle of Fireball will probably last me at least 6 months. So don't even say that, although that did make me almost choke on my coffee. Pine cones, I think you have to be, pine cones will have sap and stuff. I don't think, unless they're really, really old, I don't think you want to use pine cones. You can use alder cones. But what do you guys think? I don't think you can put pine cones in the tank.
No. Anything.
Boil it.
I don't think so, because if you're looking for like driftwood and stuff, you want to avoid pine because it will seep a little bit of sap and stuff into the water. And I probably wouldn't use pine cones or fir tree cones.
They have sap in their cones too. I didn't even think of that.
Yeah. Like I say, you can use alder cones, but I don't think you shouldn't use pine cones.
He said fir tree, like a FIR tree. So I think.
Yeah, I think even a fir tree is the same. You don't want to use anything from a fir tree.
Anything that's got active sap is going to leach out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good idea.
Terry, thank you very much.
That's a good one. I like that.
Yeah, yeah.
Last time I saw 3 mugs like this, I was in a post office. Must have been the wanted posters.
They must have quit doing that finally. I always look and I'm never up there now.
And I'll repeat it again because a lot of people are just coming in. I'm going to have an auction, a small auction Monday night. I'm going to do a special stream. And then hopefully I'll be able to go to the post office on Tuesday. I actually had this very lovely person named Ginger Graves who sent me some money this morning as a gift on my PayPal, which is going to help tremendously, but I still need a little bit more, because like I said, I got to have a little bit of a cushion to go to the post office because I don't want to pay an Uber driver $32 to go there and then have to bring some of it home and go again. I want to do it, send it all at once because that wouldn't make any sense. That's not.
Mm-hmm. I'm only going to be staying on till midnight. I need some sleep. Not midnight your time. That's not midnight your time. I ain't built like that anymore.
Oh, I had somebody knock on the door, a solicitor. He was trying to sell me like insurance, like extra insurance. And he knocked on my door. It was yesterday morning. It was about 11 o'clock. And I just like stuck my head out the door and I said, and he started talking. I said, now's not a good time. I can't
11
really
o'clock
right
at
now.
night or in the morning?
Well, should I come back this afternoon? And I said, I haven't even gone to bed yet. He said, so this afternoon isn't going to work, and I'm not really interested anyway.
We don't really have that here.
We aren't supposed to. There's signs at the entrance that say no solicitors, but this guy was selling like supplemental health insurance, like that would cover your the cost that you have to pay.
Oh, yeah.
I've got the pictures of Yazzie up so that.
Hi, Benny. Thanks for stopping by.
Nobody ever comes to my door.
I want to talk to you about your car's extended warranty. That's right.
Yeah.
And that's right. That's right, Grasshopper. If you don't have Girl Scout cookies, go away.
That's right.
That's for sure.
I thought Grasshopper was supposed to send cookies. Who was that?
Oh no, I hit a button. Hang on. I gotta fix
Light
this.
one out.
I've got to look at my schedule.
There, I got it. I was gonna like copy and paste the link in the chat in case anybody wanted to come up, but instead I like exploded the screen to where you guys filled up my whole screen. That was scary.
I bet it was.
No doubt.
If I was able to, I'd make the StreamYard screen smaller.
I need some help real bad. I have a mama cat and 5 kittens. I have no place to live. started for tomorrow. It's the ARCS emails. I'm looking for my schedule in there, a calendar. Oh, goodness, look for calendar. Pam, you want a mother, a cat, and some kitten. Here it is, the May calendar.
No, I got 2 cats. That's enough.
Now, what's today? Wednesday?
The 18th. Yep.
What the hell? Oh, there it is. Oh, I am on Saturday. I'm on Saturday this week. Okay, so I don't have to be up at 11 tomorrow.
No, you need to get your beauty rest.
I need to start getting some rest.
That's what I'm saying.
Dustin Zook wants to join the Tennessee Fish Mafia. I better let that one simmer. I feel bad for people with... Who?
Who'd you say?
Dustin Zook. Z-O-O-K.
Don't know.
Don't know him.
Mm-mm.
Well, he can wait till tomorrow. There's nothing urgent on there. He's... Oh, more.
Uh-oh.
Killer Kitty. Killer Kitty's on.
Terry, make sure you have your pants on before I add you to the stream.
It's me, I promise. It is.
Yeah, if you can't tell that voice, you got issues.
Yeah, my camera's pointing off at probably stuff you don't want to look at right now.
Oh,
sorry about
that's why
that.
I say make sure you have your pants on.
Oh yeah, they're on. my camera's not getting turned on. Like I said, it's pointed at a really nasty looking tank right at the moment. No, I was going to make a comment about, Bob's past the need of rest. If Bob starts resting, we'll put him in a coffin.
As long as you finish my water changes, I'm good with that.
We'll put a bell, what's that old thing where they put they run a string from the coffin to the headstone?
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
You're a dead ringer?
Yeah.
Yep. Let me get a good nap and I'll call for some excavation. Exhumation.
I got your email, Punchy,
good.
and I'll probably send it out sometime next week because I
okay.
don't have.
He's
I'm
not
not
gonna sweat it. He's used to me, and it takes me forever to get stuff sent.
No,
I am sending anybody who just came in that's waiting for stuff. I am making plans to have a small auction Monday night, and hopefully then be able to go to the post office on Tuesday. Everything's got to get sent at once because it's going to cost me $32 to Uber to the post office and back. So,
what do you recommend to use as a backing, and how do I pack it without using 20 pounds of tape like you did to me?
Okay.
Because there's no glass. No glass is involved.
Yeah, I know. That's the good thing. Do you have a Walmart or a
Sure. Everybody's got a Walmart.
Okay, get a piece of core board. It'll be in the section with like shipping. It could be in either the shipping section or in the art supplies, as in school supplies type stuff. And core board is just like a big piece of like poster board type stuff that's like about a quarter of an inch thick. And the thing about core, it costs like $1 a sheet is all you need to do. And then out of one sheet, you should be able to cut it in half and put it in between those two sheets.
Oh, okay, I know what you're talking about now.
And the good thing about core board, the other way you can do it is with cardboard. But the thing is, cardboard weighs a lot, and the core board is like feather light. So it's not going to cost you hardly anything to ship it. So you just need to like put it in between two pieces of core board. And then barely tape it so that it stays in between them. And then put some brown paper around it, like if you have any brown paper from previous shipping, or because I always save mine when I order something, or brown paper bag type paper, and wrap that around it. And it should just ship it. It'll be surprisingly strong with 2 pieces of cardboard. It shouldn't get bent, but then wrap it with brown paper and put the address on it and put "do not bend" on both the front and the back.
Oh yeah, because the USPS listens to fragile.
Yeah, but like I said, the cardboard is going to cost you a lot less to ship because it's so much lighter. If you do cardboard, you need like two layers on each side, and it's going to weigh quite a bit.
Yeah.
But if you spend $1 on that cardboard, it's going to save you probably $5 or so, between $5 and $10 on shipping. Because it's super, super light, but at the same time, it's strong enough to protect it.
I had an aunt that was Italian. Her name was Fragile.
Oh, really?
No.
But anyway, that's how I would recommend shipping it. Is in between 2 pieces of cardboard and then brown paper around it.
I appreciate it. That's what I'll do.
But like I say, you can get that cardboard at Walmart. In the section where they'll have like poster board and stuff, you'll see the white cardboard. It's like I say, it's white and it's about 1/4 inch thick and super light. So
I think I've seen it before.
Yeah, and with that size
the
of
local
drawing,
one, they have it
you
up.
get 1 sheet and cut it in half. The drawing should just fit about perfect in between them.
They have it where like like you said, the packing stuff and the bows and
Yeah.
Up near the stationery and the cards and all that.
Yeah. And it's only like last time I bought it was probably like 2 months ago, and it was $1 a sheet, so it shouldn't have gone up much since then.
No, Danny's on a roll.
Uh-oh, I'm missing stuff. Let's see. Those coffins
are really comfy.
Somebody told me the other day there wasn't any such thing as a coffin, that it's a casket. Thousands and millions of people are stupid then.
Yeah.
Really?
You know that they used to
you have a coffin
a long time ago.
What's the outside thing? You have like the coffin, and then there's the other thing they surround it with, if you so choose.
Oh, that's the vault, yeah.
The vault, yeah. But many, many years ago, especially I'm talking like the 1600s and 1700s, they used to, when they buried you, they'd tie a string around your toe, and then they'd have it come up out of the grave, and there'd be a little stake with a bell on it. So, and the reason for that was because they didn't know what caused it, but it used to be that everybody drank their beer and everything out of the pewter mugs, which gives you lead poisoning, and it would put people in comas, and then their relatives would think they were dead, and they would bury them, and then they'd come alive, buried underground. So they used to put, when they figured that part out, that some of these people, they'd open up the casket and there'd be claw marks and stuff from when these people woke up. So they started putting bells attached to their toes. So if the bell would ring and they'd dig them back up again.
That's how we came up with the phrase that person is a dead ringer for somebody else, meaning they look exactly like that person.
Yeah.
Why would they bury sin? I mean, it's not like if they start rotting.
But I mean, it's not like back in the day. It wasn't like we take our modern health sciences for granted, but they didn't have a stethoscope back then.
And they just they would be in a coma where they couldn't feel their heartbeat and they didn't move and they just thought they were dead. But actually, it was from the pewter mugs that they were drinking out of.
The Civil War was when they started bombing people in mass to preserve bodies to get them home. But you weren't even embalmed before that.
Well, I have to get going.
Okay, you don't look very good, Skipper.
It's
Get some
starting to hurt.
rest and take something. Hope you feel better. And
What, you got toothache?
thanks for coming in.
I wish that's what it was.
Uh-oh. What's hurting?
Skipper remembered that string he found on his toe when he was a baby.
The toe tag. Yeah. No, it's I have a protruding disc. And it's
Oh, I got you.
Yeah, I gotta get lay down.
Yeah, you don't
I'll
look
see you
very
guys
good.
later.
You look like you're in pain.
Mhm.
Well,
Have a good one, my friend.
relax and get in a position where it doesn't hurt.
All right, later.
Bye.
Later.
If anybody wants to come up, I put the link in the stream.
So how are those veiled chameleons doing for you, Bob?
They're doing well. She still hasn't laid eggs, but she's doing okay. She's down there now in the dirt.
Oh, that's good.
She takes water for me good. She won't eat, but that's what they say. They won't eat during this period.
Well, yeah. She's got other things on her mind, man.
And I think I've done everything I can do.
You ever try to live with a 9-month-old pregnant woman?
Yeah. Well, actually, yeah.
Yeah. They don't eat either.
Non-stop up until then. But
Unless it's your soul. They'll eat your soul. George, what's going on, man?
George doesn't have his pants on.
George don't have a shirt on.
Christopher, you can come up if you want to. The only requirement is you have to have pants. Hi, Susan. And if Susan wants to come up, she can, but she has to have a shirt on.
I need to talk to Susan, by the way. On Susan's website, I came across an article that explained hexameta, or what we call hexameta, and it was by I don't know if it was a microbiologist or what, but I want to get in contact with that person because I'd like to have a discussion about that and internal protozoans in general. Because a lot of people try to use like Prozipro and stuff like that to treat these internal protozoans, and they're completely.
I'm trying to remember the name of that page. It's really, really good.
It was a fantastic article. One of the better articles I've read in a long time because it put it in layman's terms where we could understand it as hobbyists, as well as getting into some of the technical stuff.
Susan says Tammy at Discus Talk.
Oh, is that who did it, Susan? That's cool. I'm going to have to get a hold of her. I'd love to have a discussion about that because that's the kind of geek I am. I kind of geek out on stuff like that.
If you can get somebody else up there, because I know you and Terry are both shy and don't talk much, I'll come down and feed my fish, or at least go off camera.
Who, me? I'm shy. Really?
Right? You and Pam both, and you hardly ever say anything. So I hate to leave you up there.
I know, huh? Christopher can join us.
The only time I never say anything is the early morning stream if I haven't had any coffee yet.
Oh my God, I know that feeling well. Oh yes. It's like I'll lurk until I have my coffee because I don't want to talk to anybody. Before coffee, I think everybody's an asshole. And after I have some coffee, I still think everybody's an asshole, but I have coffee. So.
Language, Pam.
I think everybody's an asshole until I'm about 3 beers in, and then I love everybody.
Oh,
Okay, Christopher said let him set up.
okay, I'll watch for you. Oh, there he is. Hello, Christopher. How's it going?
It's going. How you guys doing?
Oh, good. I have coffee with Fireball in it.
Nice. I
So
want some.
that makes it extra fun.
Absolutely. Nothing wrong with a little Fireball. How's it going, Bob?
It's going. Definitely
How's it going, Terry?
Oh, I'm here.
What's going on this evening?
Not a whole lot. I was telling everybody I'm going to have a small auction Monday night, and then hopefully Tuesday go to the post office.
Of your art?
Yeah.
Good.
And then
I love your art.
Tuesday I'm planning to go to the post office so I can get everything sent. I just need to have an auction. I could probably do it now, but with no cushion at all and no groceries. And I need to get a few groceries, and I need some cushion for the post office because Uber's going to cost me $32. And I don't want to pay that $32 and not be able to send everything. You know what I mean? I mean, if I got to the post office and didn't have enough money left to send everything, I would feel like an idiot because that would mean I'd have to pay another $32 a week ago to send finish sending stuff. Yeah. So I want to make sure I've got enough to get everything in the mail with one trip. So anyway, yeah, so Monday night I'm going to do a small auction and watch for it. I'm not quite sure what time yet. It'll probably be either the same time as my normal or maybe an hour earlier. And reason I'm going to do it Monday night is because right now Wednesday night and Saturday nights are kind of clogged up with other streamers, but Monday night there's never a lot of streamers. There's only a few people that stream on Monday night, so I decided to do it on Monday night. Because it should be better, I hope. But
you're not going to do Saturday night?
Saturday night there's people streaming the same time as me too. So it's like right now I'm not getting as many people as I used to, but I'm not too worried about it because it'll come back up because not to be rude or anything, but there's always people that stream for a while and then don't stream anymore and stuff, you know, and it's like I was telling Bob, me and him are the old timers that just keep going through thick and thin. So
gotta keep chugging along. Gotta keep going.
And I'm going to keep going on Wednesday. I've been streaming on Wednesday nights for like 3 years now. So I'm not going to change it, but because of the fact that there's other people streaming, I'm going to try Monday night because there's only a couple people that stream on Mondays.
Yeah.
What's it, Terry?
Who in their right mind would just randomly start streaming any old time they freaking wanted to?
A lot of people surprised
That's really incredibly rude of somebody.
I think this guy does too.
When I set up a stream, I try not to stream over the top of anybody. And like I'm aware that other people are streaming now on Saturday nights and Wednesday nights, but I'm not going to change my time because I've been doing it forever.
No, you shouldn't.
I'm just going to keep plugging along. And like I say, there's been so many people come and go that I'm just not that worried about it. It'll straighten up, but
I want you to know that I have quit doing that. I am going back to my Saturday morning time slot that I wanted originally, and I'm just going to go back to that and just run a one show a week, one stream a week deal.
That's right. But you just do it whenever you feel like, Terry.
Well, I'm not saying there may not be a random late night stream that I don't have to get up for work in the morning, but
that's the Terry we like.
After all, it is Team Detritus.
That's right.
Right.
Number 15 and number 2 in the house.
Hey, Ozzy.
But anyways, yeah, I was being totally sarcastic, Pam. I get you, you know. But see, there's two sides of looking at it. You know, you are old school, old term. I remember watching you long before I even thought about doing a live stream. And I loved looking at your tanks and all that good stuff. And but the market is, I mean, everybody there's always somebody with a fish related channel going almost 24/7. They may not all be Fishfam, you know what I mean, but they're definitely fish related. And there's so many channels out there that, man, it's so hard to sneak in and try to find a spot, you know.
Hear that.
So yeah, there's definitely two ways of looking at it, and the whole platform is so saturated now because it is so easy to live stream now.
Yeah.
Where you
like
had to do a lot of work.
I'm not gonna change my normal live streams. You know, my Wednesday and Saturday, because I've been doing them forever at the same time.
Sure.
I'm not gonna change them, but I'll wait it out because people come and go and stream and then quit and all that stuff. So whatever.
Hey, Pat. Last box hero. Hey, everybody. Jack.
But anyway, that's why I'm doing my auction on Monday night, though, is because not very many people stream on Monday night. Petty Patty. I love Petty Patty.
What Patty say? They're streaming against you.
Yeah, Patty said they're
Pretty
streaming against me on purpose, which I know that, and I'm not going to let it bug me. And
Why are we always
I'm not going to
yelling?
say anything about it. It is what it is. I don't care. But like that Albert Einstein quote that I put on Facebook the other day: "Weak people revenge, strong people forgive, and intelligent people ignore." And I choose to do the ignore thing. I'm not going to get into it with anybody. I don't care.
I do all three all at the same time.
But then she said Petty Patty is keeping score, and I love that. That made me laugh.
My go-to is to
Petty
argue
Patty.
with them and ignore them all at the same time.
Yeah, my thing is that, you know, if you get into it with people, I mean, okay, so I mean, I'm sure most of the people in here know that Bob and I were both attacked. I'm not going to defend myself. I'm not going to say anything bad about the person, either in private or in public. I'm just going to ignore it because, to me, I'm not going to get into it because that's like high school shit.
It is,
and
man.
I'm just not going to do it. I hate drama more than anything in the world. I hate drama, and I'm just not going to do it.
Same here.
You know, the funny thing is, though, that I've noticed in
positive.
and God, I might be opening up a can of worms, but what I have noticed is that everybody says we don't like drama, but yet there's always people talking about drama.
Yeah, I'm
confused on how this happens.
It happens like this, Terry, because like nobody ever likes to talk about what's good in like someone's always got to talk about negative shit or something bad that happens.
Yeah.
So,
and like I said, I mean,
people are attracted to negativity.
I had a couple thoughts on it when it all started. Is like, number one, people that know me aren't going to believe that shit.
Oh no.
And if they do, I don't care. They're not my friends, and never were.
I missed
I mean,
the
you know,
whole thing.
and also the other thing is I don't like drama, and I'm not going to get into this he said, she said shit.
No,
That's like high school shit. I'm just not going to do it. I won't do it.
it
I
is.
won't. I will not
It is.
participate.
Terry,
that's
Terry makes
sorry.
Terry makes a good point that the people that say I don't want to get involved in it, I don't want to be in the middle, I don't like drama, then they bring their own drama into it. So it's pathetic. So
Yeah. Well, like I say,
It's
to
sad
me,
because I
my
just want
option is
positive.
ignore.
I want everybody to do great. So.
But you aren't going to catch me ever like trashing somebody online or in a
no,
YouTube video or
I think
anything
I
like
did
that.
it once, and it was by accident.
You will
I'll never do it again.
never, ever, ever see me doing that. Never. So I choose to just ignore it and move on with my life. I don't care.
right?
Whatever.
Yeah,
You know.
you would have to care for it to even comment on it. So I never have. So
Yeah, that's
See,
it.
And then
here's the
not to mention,
thing,
sometimes
though,
you just
that
get all the
that
facts.
I have seen Punchy Paint's fish tanks, and I seen the fish she kept. She knows her stuff,
well, yeah,
you know. And to me, that's what we're supposed to be all about.
Yeah.
You know, that's why I like watching Bob when he goes around his fish tanks and feeds all his fish, because
Oh yeah. And the thing
he
is,
has a very, very awesome diversity of different types of
Yes,
fish,
it does.
and
yeah.
thanks, guys.
One
I
of the
just really like that.
Love
things
it.
that I've always loved about the Fishfam over, I mean, if you like start like watching other YouTube live streamers that aren't Fishfam and stuff, one of the things I've always loved about our Fishfam is we are very supportive of each other, and there isn't very often the stuff like what happened. I mean, that just doesn't happen very often with the Fishfam.
Every couple of years.
That's one of the
since
things
I've
that I
been
love about the
here.
Fishfam is people support each other, and there's not
Right,
a massive amount of negativity all the time.
right.
And that's why I've always loved the Fishfam.
Yep. Yep. And just because you say you're fish fam, you're not. That doesn't mean you are.
I don't
Fish
even know how I am a part of the fish fam. I don't know how it happened.
Fish fam are
You snuck in
hobbyists.
the back door, Terry, when we weren't looking.
Trust me, it
hobbyists.
wasn't on purpose. It was in a drunken stupor, and I was looking for the men's room.
That's it. That's it.
Good night,
Daniel.
Daniel.
Thanks for coming in.
Good night, Daniel.
Appreciate you, Daniel.
You too. Stay well.
See, I remember the first time I ever heard Fish Fam was back. I know he's controversial, whatever, but it was Corey, it was Corvus, it was Team Font, and they were the ones that said, "Look, there's no reason for us to fight amongst ourselves for market share. A rising tide floats all boats."
Yep.
That's right. That's right.
it. That's it with the Fishfam, and it's
But
the same.
but it seemed like it's
the same thing with art. You know, I mean, it's like I support anybody that wants to come on my Saturday night and do art, because art is not a competition. It's an expression of who you are, and everybody's art is different. Nobody's is better than any other person's.
Oh, that is so not true. Me and you are going to have a competition right now, Pam. I'm going to do a drawing, and you're going to do a drawing, and I guarantee you are better than me.
No, there's no better than. It's different than.
I have trouble.
There's no better than. You can draw anything you want, and my drawing isn't better. It's different.
Right? I wouldn't mind having her art on my wall. Your art belongs to trash. My art.
I couldn't play Hangman.
Really can't draw. I'm not an artist.
I could not play Hangman as a kid because I couldn't draw it.
yeah, I'm with Terry. Me and Terry are on the same boat.
Hi, Fish Dreams. One of the things I hate to hear people say, and people say it a lot, you know, when they see my art, they'll say, "Oh, I can't draw a straight line." Well, neither can I. I use a ruler. You know? But there's no artist that's better than another artist. It's like me and Rack. I love Rack's art, but it's totally different than mine. Mine's not better than his. His is different.
Oh, Mike was here. I didn't even. Hey, Mike, how's it going, man? I like
Okay,
Mike.
Mike, thank you for coming in. Good night.
Good night, Mike.
Mike. It was Wednesday too, and nobody went. Mike,
Oh,
Mike,
Fishfam, I'm
Mike.
sorry to hear that.
Oh,
That's sad. I still like.
Aww.
It's been almost 2 years, and I still really feel sad every time I think about Buddy. So I totally feel for you.
That is
Okay, Terry, you're breaking up.
What?
Oh, you were breaking up.
I was?
You were, yes.
I was just going, Mike.
Now you're good though. Oh, okay.
Because it's Wednesday.
Okay.
Mike, what day is it?
Oh,
I
anyway,
guess the camel commercial kind of died out. Nobody knows what I'm talking about.
I feel kind of bad because
okay.
I drank a pretty good, like, double or triple shot of Fireball in my coffee.
You mean cinnamon?
And I talked about things that I shouldn't even have mentioned. So I'm sorry, guys.
Don't worry about it.
So just kind of brush it off and forget I even said anything.
Sorry to hear about your dog.
Yeah, the next time I put some Fireball in my coffee, I'll talk about it.
What the hell?
thank you,
Oh my
Alexander.
God! Thank you, Alexander. Oh my God!
Whoa!
Holy crap!
Alexander with a big hammer. Hello.
Oh my
I
God!
think I just
Thank you
saw him
so
on
much.
Rico's channel today. Great job.
I didn't even
Great
know
interview.
I didn't even know you like visited us, little puny little live streams.
You notice us little people?
Yes, those little people. Thank you. Oh my God!
That's
Thank
awesome.
you so much.
Yeah.
Now I'm totally silenced.
Yeah. Did
No,
a
I
great
think
job.
that's
There
really
was a
cool.
lot of
I'm trying to figure out something to say, and I'm at a loss for words, except
Yeah, me-
for
that's what I say. I'm
that's
totally-
a really
I'm
cool
totally
thing to
silent.
do. That's all I can say. Very, very cool on you, man.
Oh, thank you, Alexander. Have fun.
Have a great night, Alexander.
right.
Oh my God, thank you so much.
Right.
You don't know what that means to me. I mean, you have no idea. Thank you so very, very much.
That was really, really cool, man.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I'm totally silenced.
Right.
Hey,
Somebody-
Fishfam.
Somebody figured out how to shut me up.
Right.
He should have put a comment in there. Have another shot of Fireball.
Yeah, I heard that was really good, Mike.
Yeah, I need to go back and watch that one. I haven't watched that one yet. I go back a lot of times and watch Rico's replays because he's always a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was a focus on
Hi,
Alexander.
Vladimir.
Very great interview.
You're breaking up, Christopher.
Yeah, I had a feeling.
Oh my God, I had coffee grounds on the bottom of my cup.
Just be glad it's not bloodworms. That happened to me that time.
Oh my God.
Yep.
I accidentally sucked up some brine shrimp in the brine solution.
Yeah.
Mhm.
One of the worst things I ever did.
I did not swallow. Okay, that's all I'm saying.
I was walking across the living room feeding. You know, most of my fish were nano fish. I was walking across the room with a tub of microworms. You know, the stinky, slimy tub of microworms in oatmeal. And I tripped and fell. And when my arm hit the ground, the microworms just kind of like exploded all over the living room. I had them dripping down my china cabinet.
Oh,
I had them dripping down my walls and in the carpet and this cabinet behind me that I keep all my drawing supplies in. There was even like microworms, like when you open up the drawer in the little drawer, the wood part of the door, and oh my God, they were everywhere. It was like they just like exploded everywhere, and it was awful.
And you got to clean them up while they're wet, because if you let
Yes.
them
Yep.
dry,
Oh yeah,
if you let them dry, they're part of the furniture. You
Yeah,
got to
and
like,
it
sandpaper
took
them
me
off.
like an hour and a half to clean it all up. It was awful.
And yes, Patty, yeah, you don't want to really drink the brine solution that you're hatching
No.
your brine shrimp in. Yeah, I
No.
don't recommend drinking it. I don't care how much Fireball you got. Don't drink it. I don't know if it probably wouldn't hurt you. I mean, it's salt water and shrimp. I mean,
Yeah, it wouldn't hurt you, but it's just gross thinking about it.
Oh wait, it wasn't bloodworms. It was I had chopped up some jumbo frozen krill, and it was the head of a krill. That's what. That's how it got in there, because I was chopping. Jesus. That was the best coffee, though. I'll tell you.
krill flavored coffee coming to your Keurig.
Right.
You got a multi-million-dollar industry right there, Bob.
Right. Yep.
Krill flavored coffee for a Keurig. That's hard to say.
That's the sound of me pouring out the last of my coffee. I'm done with that. Shoot. It's supposed to be feeding fish anyway.
There we go. Much better?
That's a little bit better.
Yeah, turns out when I get a phone call or if I get notification, kind of messes with the signals.
Oh, okay.
So I guess I have to be in the right spot. Turn off notifications.
Did you guys see why are we always yelling comment about the lobster tank?
No.
She says, if you get the water from lobster tanks on your skin, you'll instantly break out in a rash. Now, I don't know if that's true or not. Depends on how sensitive your skin is. My skin has been in steel mills for so long that I could probably dip it in battery acid and I'd be all right. But the reason I brought it up, though, is have you guys seen the guy that took the grocery store lobster and brought it back to health and is keeping it as a pet?
Yeah.
I don't know his channel name, and I'm not trying to, promote somebody. I found it very interesting, and I kind of watched quite a few of the videos on, how it's gone along and all the updates, and it's finally molted and it increased in size, and his claws no longer have the marks where the rubber bands were, and
Nice.
I don't know, man. It was a pretty cool little series of something that I wouldn't have thought of doing, let alone YouTubing it.
When I lived on Cape Cod, there was a fish market there that always had live lobsters and stuff. And fish, it was at the harbor, and they got the fish right off the boats. And we chop it up in their back room. I mean, you can't get any fresher than that. So I went there every Friday. Well, my sister's aunt, she lived in Pennsylvania, and her anniversary was coming up. And the thing that was funny about my sister is she took a lot of pride in thinking that she was a better cook than me, no matter what, So she had mentioned that she loved lobster. She loved cooking like lobster dishes. So for their anniversary, I went down to the fish market, and I had them ship my sister and her husband 2 live lobsters. So I told her to watch for them because they were coming, and it was her anniversary present. I was sending her some lobsters, a couple lobsters, and she was so excited. And when they got there, she called me up and she's like, "Oh my God, they're alive! What the hell do I do with them?" I was laughing so hard.
Now, I also, you guys do know I have an extreme sense of humor. The
No.
whole time I'm watching this guy bring this lobster back to health, I can't help but think of the Simpsons episode where he couldn't afford the big lobster, so he bought the little lobster and raised it up to where it was a big lobster. And then while he was eating it, he was crying the whole time. I forget what he called it. It was like Mr. Pinchy or something. I'm sorry you taste so good, Mr. Pinchy.
What's this guy's plan when he lobster outlives him? They're like turtles, aren't they?
You know what? I don't know.
I don't know. On Cape Cod, at the aquarium on Cape Cod, they have a blue lobster that a fishing boat caught, and they brought it in, because they're pretty rare. It was really a lot of bright blue on it, but it had been alive I think they'd had it for like 10 years or so. So I'm not sure how long they live.
Long time. I'll take it if it outlives him.
Yeah, and by the way, send me some butter while you're at it.
I was never I'm not that super fond of lobster for the price of it. I would just as soon get a big plate of raw oysters and eat them as to spend that kind of money on lobster. That's just me, though.
Krill and duckweed coffee.
On average, male European lobsters live to 31 years old and females to 54.
See?
Oh. Yeah, not in America, right?
There is different kinds of lobsters, and I'm not sure what the different ones are, but I know that the ones in California are definitely different than the ones I had on Cape Cod.
And I do know the ones that hang out with the B-52s are rock lobsters.
Oh.
Evidently, nobody's a fan of the B-52s.
I know what you're talking about.
And
Well,
even
Pam,
the lobsters that are caught off of Cape Cod are also totally different than Maine lobsters. Maine lobsters are totally different.
Really?
I do agree with Punchy on the. I'm not a big fan of lobster.
Yeah, for the price of them, there's other stuff I'd rather have. It's the same thing with salmon. Salmon is so expensive, but I don't really care that much for salmon. Because to me, and I love fish, but salmon tastes really fishy. I would rather have a great big slab of lingcod or walleye or something than salmon.
No.
Walleye's good eating.
Oh, walleye!
I 100% agree with you. I'm a big, huge fan of crab legs. I love crab legs because they're sweet. Where lobster kind of has a rougher, kind of funkier taste to it.
Yeah, and if you dip it in a lot of butter, then pretty soon the butter starts making me feel kind of sick to my stomach.
Yeah, you're not you know, you get to the point where you're trying to overpower the lobster, you might as well just take a stick of butter and drink it.
Yeah.
I can't be taking any 6 months old. No. Tortoises, no.
But like I say, I mean, I know that's kind of silly of me. Lobster's so expensive, and I'd rather have shrimp and mussels and. My favorite thing on that order of food is sea scallops, not the little bay scallops, but the great big, chunky hunks of meat that sea scallops are. I love them.
Yeah, but who are you gonna get to cook them?
I'll cook them.
Because according to Chef Ramsay, nobody can actually cook a scallop properly.
Well, I don't care. I cook them.
Trust me, I've watched that show for a really long time, and you cannot possibly cook a scallop properly.
Yeah, but then I heard him say one time, you know why the chicken crossed the road?
What's that?
because you didn't fucking cook it all the way.
Oh my God. Pam, I'm cutting you off.
Oh man.
Oh.
No, I used to just highlight to the scallops. Every time I watched Hell's Kitchen, it was okay. I got to highlight to the scallops because he'd always be pissed off because they didn't cook the scallops right.
Oh, I love scallops are my favorite, and I love mussels too.
You give me a good East Coast clam bake or clam boil.
Oh yeah, I've done
where they
those
take
before.
the clams right off of the East Coast and
Yep.
you just dump them right into a pot of boiling water.
Yep.
Yep.
Oh man, I'm all over that.
I used to New England clam bake. I used to do that once in a while because I could get the clams fresh off the boat there at that
Right.
market, and I'd layer the pan with clams and corn on the cob and
You're making my mouth.
cut up potatoes and then more clams and layer it up to the top, and then on the very top you drop some lobsters in, and that was some good eating.
Pam, do you have a mod that can put a link in there?
For what?
Oh, the tortoise. Christopher Dreamweaver wants to know.
YouTube. Do you, Christopher?
I'm gonna start making videos. Because I've been too I don't know, not lazy, just too OCD and want to make a perfect video. I mean, I've been up on live before, so I might as well start making videos. So.
Oh, Grasshopper got it.
You need to get a microphone first.
Yeah, that too. And see, Terry always gives me shit about my I'm always hella shy. Thanks, Terry. Oh yeah, I'm shy-ish. Especially if if I'm on someone else, okay, well, it's more about them, ish, like their thing. That's what I would want to do. My channel's promoting other channels. Go to them. They're cool.
Except none of us understood a single word you just said because you're cutting in and out.
Yeah. He looks sad now. See, you hurt his feelings.
Dude, no, trust me. Christopher and I, we've talked about he needs a microphone.
He does. I got the microphone that I use. I got from Amazon for $15, and I've had it for 3 years now, and it works good. Just saying. he's pouting. He's pouting.
Hey, Christopher, don't shoot the messenger, man. Just let me know. At least I'm honest. At least I'm honest.
Wait. You read that? Can you read that, Terry? Huh?
Yeah, I can. And I know who wrote it too.
Yeah, so do I.
Well, I can't see it.
That's Bob, that's the FU note that came in the book that Farrell sent me. Dave Farrell.
Yeah, I know who the Farrells are.
Yeah. They when we first started Saturday morning cartoons, the very first show, Jason, when we were doing I don't know, ask a question or something, and Dave said something, and then somebody else corrected him, and Jason went, F you, Dave, meaning he didn't get it.
Yeah.
So when the Farrells sent me that book, they put a little note in there. They put F you, Terry.
Oh, okay.
It's an inside joke.
Yep. I see.
And I made the mistake of including it in an auction, and now Christopher is using it as his avatar.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Hopefully I'll get a couple notes myself. Yeah, with the fucking
You'll get a couple what?
notes as well. But Chris,
Oh. Somebody start a GoFundMe so Christopher can get a microphone.
Fishstream says put the link
It's
to it.
just
I'll see if I can
$7.
find it real quick. It's just a real basic microphone and it works really good. And it was real cheap.
or maybe I just gotta play with the settings. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, actually, yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, I'm not too good with technology, so I think it has more to do with my settings, especially if I'm getting like new notifications.
No, it's cutting out again, man.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
I'll just go back into chat.
Jan said tried to get him a microphone and he wouldn't.
Well, that's because he doesn't think it's his microphone. He thinks it's something else,
Oh.
which it could be. I mean, if your internet connection isn't all that, but I mean, his video is always, it is what it is. But yeah, he always just constantly, at least I'm honest, and I'll tell you, hey, if you're chopping out, you know, if your audio is chopping out and we can't understand you, then what's the point?
The other night when I was live streaming, and I didn't realize I was standing right over a title 115 or whatever, right over the top of it. It really wasn't that bad, but Terry said, "For the love of God, get off of that filter."
You know, I took a lot of crap from my early videos because of the audio. I had a
Oh, me too.
I had a large diaphragm pump, the high compression diaphragm pumps. So them fuckers are noisy
Yeah.
anyways. And they were like,
Yeah.
yeah, it'd be great, except all we hear is
The
And I was like,
jackhammer.
all right, I gotta fix this. And believe it or not, if you even if you go on YouTube and how to be successful at YouTube, audio is part of it.
Oh, yeah,
big time.
they
the
say
people-
that audio is more. Your audio is more important than your camera, because people will watch a slightly fuzzy camera, but if your audio isn't good, they won't stay and watch it.
Right. Because if it irritates your ears, you'll automatically just want to run away.
Yep.
Did you post the link in there, Pam?
I'm looking for it right now.
I see.
Oh, there it is. Like I say, it's not expensive. It's not an expensive one at all. And this, what I'm posting right now, is a link to the microphone that I have. And I've been using it for 3 years now, so it's cheap, but and it's too long of a link. Hang on. What do I do about that? How do I fix that? The link is too long.
I have to
Let me
do
post
everything.
it. Huh?
I have to do everything.
Yeah, Bob, the world thanks you.
I'm doing nothing except listening and feeding fish.
I think you should make that at least a once a week stream where you just walk around and feed your fish.
I was going to do it today at 6, but I was too tired after the arc. Abnormally tired. Really bad.
See, you should have laid down in your casket like I told you to.
I should have. I'm going to have to start taking some naps. I hear all the old people do it, but it's all the rage.
Well, I'll just copy the description of it.
Oh, shit, it's 11:35, man.
It's 12:30.
No,
All
it's
right, I got to go to bed
10:35.
at midnight.
It's 10:35.
Well, depends on where at in the country you are.
But we'll probably like shut her down after a little bit here. I'm gonna see if I can. I can't post the link because the link is too long, but I'm gonna post a description to it, and the price is like $15.99, and it's on Amazon.
What brand is it?
A Klimtalk, KLIM, all in capitals, and then talk. USB desk microphone for computer, compatible with any PC, laptop, Mac, PS4, professional desktop, top mic with stand, recording, gaming, streaming, YouTube, podcast, etc., etc., etc.
USB, you say?
Yeah, a Klimtalk, and it, like I say, it was $15.99, and I've been using it for 3 years now, and it's doing good. So,
You know, I think I bought one of those. And I didn't give it a chance. I used it for 2 videos. And I wound up throwing it away because I didn't like the stand.
oh,
It was the way the stand and the spit, what do they call that? The spit screen or whatever, that round part that goes in front. It just irritated me beyond belief.
oh, this one is just as simple. It's just a stand and then a little bendy thing and then a little sponge thing that fits over the end of it, and that's it. And it's got a button to push it off and on. And to be perfectly honest with you, I never even turn it off. Even when I'm not using it, it stays on all the time because I always never turn
No,
it
I
off.
do mine. I make sure mine's on mute. I'm running a Blue Yeti, which is a little bit more expensive, but I think for what they are, I think it's well worth it. But it's got, you can leave it plugged in, but it's got a button right on the front. But
Yeah, this one does too. It has a little button, and when it's on, it's green. But I have it sitting. I don't even have it by me. It's on the shelf above my computer, just sitting on the shelf, and I never think it's always on. I never turn it off.
I just have that fear. It's same with the camera. When I'm not using like my streaming camera, if I've got it pointed somewhere where it's got a screen that goes over, so even if somebody accidentally turns it on from a remote source, they still don't see anything. I got that same fear with the microphone. I always make sure it's on mute when I leave.
And will you blow this up a minute?
God forbid somebody gets a hold of my computer remotely, and they God only knows what they would pick up with that microphone.
My favorite story with that, Terry, I don't know if you've heard this or not, but I've had Amber from Big City Bettas.
Sure.
I've had her on my show with me a couple times, and oh my God, we get to laughing so hard at stuff. But she was telling me that she put up a video one time, you know, like showing her different fish and stuff, and she posted it, and one of her friends called and told her she'd better take it down, and she asked him why. Well, it was because she was in her bra and panties, and you can see her reflection.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember that. Oh man, talk about it.
I couldn't post the link, Christopher, because it was too long. It wouldn't let me post it because the link was too long. So what I did, you go on Amazon. Let me get here where my fingers are right on the keyboard. I drank a little bit too much Fireball.
You think?
Go on Amazon and then look up this. This is what the brand is and everything. And oops. Basically, I think you can just get a Klimtalk, and it's like $15.99. And like I said, I've had it for 3 years now, so and I never even turn it off. It's just always sitting up there on. So so it's cheap, but it's lasted me a long time, and it's still doing really well. And I don't even have to have it like sitting in front of me. It's probably a good 30 inches away from me. Where I like sitting here talking, it's probably a good 30 inches away from me.
Man,
So
Bob, if you could put some,
maybe I would get better sound if I had a good microphone, but this works for me, and nobody ever complains about how I sound. So I guess it's doing okay.
no, it's clear. You sound clear.
It's a good mic.
Maybe a little bit tinny, but it's clear and you can hear it, and it doesn't make people run away.
Yeah.
Hey, Bob, if you ever put fins on those Filipino blues, you'll have some expensive fish.
Oh
Yep.
my God, wouldn't that be fantastic?
It just
They're so pretty. Anyway, I love the blues. I love the blues.
See, there's those two hanging out again. I hope they pair up. Yeah, I was showing this red one though. It's the redbacks are starting to show their color finally, and that one of them is really going to be something.
Oh, I didn't hit. Oh nope, won't let me do it. But yeah, I screwed up. Didn't even get it posted right. But Grasshopper got it.
What, the link?
Double check. Yeah, the link for the microphone.
Yeah, there it is. You can take me. Well, let me take myself off. Go.
I should just click on it and make sure that it's the right one, and it is. That's it. $14.97. It's on sale right now for $14.97. So for a cheap microphone, it works really well.
When I click on it, it doesn't do anything.
Oh, it took me right to it.
Let me copy it. Let me copy it because I'm on the phone.
Yeah, it might be because you're on the phone.
Well, Chewy's in a good mood tonight.
What's Chewy doing?
He's yee-hawing.
Did you have some fireballs too, Chewy?
Evidently, I'm thinking so. Well, I think he prefers to smoke his cinnamon.
Let's see. Oh yeah, it's got a base and everything, huh?
Yeah. It's just and it's not that big, but it's worked for me. Like I said, I've had it for 3 years, and it works just fine.
Yeah, you have to use it with a desktop though.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
You could probably get something similar that would work on a phone, but like I say,
Yeah.
this one works just fine for me.
Wonder if you could get an adapter to adapt it to a phone.
It depends on your phone.
Yeah. It's a smartphone, of course. A stupid smartphone.
Yeah, I swear to God, my smartphone is so goddamn stupid, it's not even funny.
Right. Oh, here's a Blue Yeti. Oh my gosh. It's over 100.
I think I got mine for like 95 plus shipping.
It's a USB mic also. Or that one is. I keep meaning to take those headphones back that I got because there's no way to charge them. No way to charge them at all.
Well, what's the point?
Hi, Crown Tail.
I know.
There's got to be some way to charge them.
Nope. It said they were compatible with iPhone and with or whatever, and they're not. I mean, they would pair up. The Bluetooth would pair up, but they're not. There's no way to charge them. There's nothing to charge them with. No way to plug anything into them. It's crazy. Madness.
See, that's why I'm super apprehensive about buying any electronics off of Amazon, because I've been screwed twice, and I figure if I'm going to get screwed again, that's on me.
Well, I got these at Walmart. This was just a cheap pair at Walmart to test out to see if it would sound better with a headphone. But
Crown
it didn't.
Half Moon. I haven't seen you in a while.
I saw Crown Tail somewhere today. So
On Dan's stream.
Alberta started tonight. A big black angelfish. Patty is fine. All my angelfish are fine.
I'm the only one showing my face. Is that fair?
Well, I can, but then I gotta like move the tripod, and I gotta move the camera up, and I'm going to sleep in like 12 minutes. So yeah, I ain't gonna do that.
Yeah, I'm gonna end the stream in about 12 minutes too, so my time is about up. I'm turning into a pumpkin.
Did anybody else notice Pam and Terry are leaving at the same time?
Let's try this little microphone.
I don't think it's actually that means anything, Bob, because we live like what 1,000 miles away from each other.
Oh, there is that. Yeah.
Yeah, there is that.
You do sound better.
Yeah.
I
try
mean,
this
if I
little
had a
microphone.
Learjet to go pick her up and take her around a big city, I would. But yeah, I don't quite happen to have that mode of transportation yet.
Oh, damn it.
I understand what you're saying, Fish Streams, because that's what I was thinking when I lost Buddy. Because there's no way, I mean, I love German Shepherds, but I'm too old. There's no way I could start over training the puppy again. But you go down to the shelter and get a little shit, a little tiny dog. Then you can do it. And like
There's
an older little dog is usually pretty well behaved and stuff, and you can handle them. Because there's no way. I mean, I'm going to be 67 next month. There's no way I'd want to start out with a German Shepherd puppy again.
Yeah, except you missed the whole stage of where they do the. Come on, you got to admit, Pam, the best time of a German Shepherd puppy's life is when they have one ear up and the other one down.
Yeah.
And then 2 days later it switches, and the one that was up is down, and the one that was down is up.
Yeah, but just
and you're like, puppy dog, get it right. Come on.
But just like because I always do like obedience training and stuff too, and it's just I'm too old to handle that big of a dog anymore.
German Shepherd puppies are a handful, trust me.
Yeah. And I love them, and I love Buddy more than any other dog I've ever had. He was the best dog I have ever had in my life. And I miss him horribly, but I'm also smart enough to realize that, hey, I'm 67 years old. I can't handle a German Shepherd puppy. If that makes sense.
You know what you really, really need? Is a total ball of energy black Labrador puppy.
No.
God.
You know, at least the German Shepherd, they're like halfway smart when they're puppies. Black Lab puppies are just stupid.
Oh my God,
They're
the
just
dumbest,
lovable.
the dumbest, most lovable, full of energy puppy I ever saw in my life was my neighbors on Cape Cod when I lived on Cape Cod. Had a poodle golden retriever cross. And that dog was huge. His feet were huge, and he was dumb as a rock, and always had a big smile on his face. And would coming running at you like he thought he weighed 5 pounds, but he was huge, you know.
No, I'm in the same boat. My last German Shepherd, the male, he's a pure white German Shepherd, which the AKC kind of frowned upon for a really long time, but they're letting him in now. He is 15 years old now, and his hips are starting to go.
Yeah, that's what happened to Buddy.
Man, it's like, damn it. Can't you guys just outlive me? That's all I ask.
I know, and I tried. I should have, to be perfectly honest, I should have put down Buddy a lot sooner than I did. But I couldn't bring myself to do it until I went to take him outside, and he couldn't even stand up anymore. And then, I can't do a 94-pound dog, you know, lift him up. You know, when he started getting bad, I'd put a towel right in front of his back legs and help lift him up the steps, you know, lift up his back end.
Right.
But when he got to the point where he couldn't even stand up, I had to put him down.
Yeah. Pam, it's coming for me. So far, it's been kind of a slow process, but I've seen the degeneration and how he goes
with
up
Buddy,
the
I
steps
started seeing signs about 2 years before I had to put him down.
Yeah.
And
That's the problem. That's the problem with dogs.
It started with me noticing that when I took him for a walk, he would be he would be weak in the back end for like 2 or 3 hours after I took him for a long walk. So I knew it was coming. You know, I knew what was happening, but you know, it's so hard. It's so hard.
Yep.
And I'm going to show you a picture of Buddy for those of you who never met him. I had him when I first started streaming. He was with me, and he'd be on almost every stream. But the people that never saw Buddy, I'm going to show you a picture of him if nobody minds.
He would always yawn. I could hear him yawning.
If nobody minds.
Yeah.
Okay. Oops, that was the wrong thing. Where am I at? Share. Okay.
Patty, I did that with my Toby. He was a quadriplegic. I had him like 10 months like that, and then he had a heart attack or something. Sad.
Okay, this is Buddy. This was my Buddy.
Buddy.
It almost makes me cry to see pictures of him because he was the smartest, best dog that I have ever had. And I'd never put a leash on him. And even when I was traveling, if he had to go potty, he'd say, "Mama." And I'd stop and let him out, and I would just point to where I wanted him to go. I mean, literally, I would point to the grass or bush or wherever I wanted him to go, and he would go there, finish, and then come back and jump back in the truck again. Never had to use a leash on him. He was such a good dog. He was such a good dog.
Buddy.
Hi,
Good with Mario, too.
His sunburn.
Okay, where am I at where I can...
You did a video about him when he passed.
Yeah.
He was
my buddy.
He put up with Mario's shenanigans.
Yeah, he did. Him and Mario actually liked him, but Mario's also a shit. So Mario's my
What?
cat. And Mario is an asshole.
Oh, whoops.
And he would do stuff like I'd wash Buddy's bed, and Mario would go and sit in the middle of the bed and just look at Buddy, daring him to do something about it, you know. But I still have Mario. Mario and Buddy were the same age. So I still have Mario, but I've had Mario since before he was weaned.
I'm still just amazed that Alexander did that. Well, not
I know.
that,
Oh my
he
gosh.
did it, but that it happened. You know.
Oh my God! Like I say, it totally shut me up.
Yeah, I'm gonna start saving my change.
Oh, Patty, that's sad.
Let's see what Patty said.
She said that she had 2 cats for 19 years and they both died within months of each other. Yeah, I've got Mario. I've had him since, oh my God, he was a little tiny kitten with a little rat tail. His mother abandoned him. He wasn't weaned yet and his eyes were barely open. And Mario is a total asshole. He really is. He's smart for a cat. He's a smart cat and he's a total asshole. And he will plot and he holds a grudge and he plans what he's going to do.
It's my kind of cat.
He's a total jerk, but I absolutely love that cat.
Mario.
Oh, German Shepherds, unfortunately, like 12 to 15 years is usually about the average. And then they, like 90% of them end up with hip dysplasia.
Yeah. Damn it.
They do. They all carry that gene.
Yep. Yep. I used to work for some people that showed German Shepherds. And so I'd go to the dog shows and stuff with them. And I did the obedience training. And they'd show them for confirmation and stuff. And many years ago, like in the 60s, I think, there was a German Shepherd named Lance. And he won every show, like best in show, every show they ever put him in. And then they retired him and he went to stud. And you cannot find a German Shepherd anymore that does not have Lance in their background somewhere on their pedigree.
Yeah.
And the second generation out, not his direct descendants, but second generation out, the dog started showing up with hip dysplasia. And it came from him. And you cannot find a German Shepherd that does not have him in it.
That is that's the we got the white one first, and then we got the sable. But when sables, when they're puppies, can often look black, but
yeah,
they lose that.
First German Shepherd I ever had was from the people that raised German Shepherds, and he was all black. But as he grew, he got the markings, as he got older and lost his puppy fur. But he started out just all black.
I like that. That's just.
Yeah,
how do you not like Shepherd.
That? Yeah, the first German Shepherd that I ever got, his name, he was a big German Shepherd too. I took him in to get wormed and get his shots when he was 6 months old. and he weighed at 6 months old. He weighed 95 pounds.
Wow.
At 6 months old. But his name was Stony, and his brother's name was Munchie. If that tells you anything about what I was like when I was 19.
I was super original. We had a boy and a girl, so I named them Jack and Jill. I know the pure white was frowned upon for a while, but I always thought they were beautiful dogs. But
German Shepherd, they have the longer haired ones and stuff now, but Buddy was the classic Rin Tin Tin saddle and all that stuff. I mean, with the short hair and stuff. He was like the classic German Shepherd, like Rin Tin Tin with the black saddle and tan marking.
This is actually Jack is the white German Shepherd, and the chocolate Labrador. God, are they so stupid but lovable? In this picture, that chocolate lab was probably about 14 years old.
Oh,
and
nice.
And Jack was just a puppy.
Wow. Yeah, I never had a lab, but I used to have. In fact, I had 2 of them in my lifetime. I had Chesapeake Bay Retrievers.
You just gotta love a German Shepherd's face, man. You just gotta love them.
Aw.
Yeah, and I know it's kind of hard to see if a dog that big is a puppy, but that was, I think he might have been a year and a half old at this point. And then when the chocolate lab passed away, that's when we got Jill. And unfortunately, Jill did not live all that long. She wound up with a tumor.
That's Buddy and Mario and Moody, which I still have both the cats, but Mario is the shit.
And German Shepherds get a really bad rap, and there's a German Shepherd just hanging out with the cats, enjoying some sun.
Yeah. Oh, Buddy loved the cats. I mean, he absolutely loved the cats.
Who's that other cat?
This is the black one is Moody. I still have him too.
Oh yeah.
And then of course the gray one is Mario.
Mario.
There's Moody. And the Buddy. Moody. Yeah, see how they all curled up together all the time on the bed.
Yep.
And that's when Moody was a kitten. See, yeah, Buddy was just really vicious with the cats. You can tell, huh?
Oh yeah, the real vicious, super vicious.
And there's the fat Mario and Buddy. I love Buddy so much. He was just the best dog. That's when he was starting to get a little bit gray in his muzzle. He was the absolutely best Frisbee dog, too. When I took him to the park and played Frisbee, it would only take about 10 minutes, and I'd have a whole crowd there watching him.
My wife would do the exact same thing.
He was really good. I mean, he would jump 6 feet straight up in the air and snatch that Frisbee.
That German Shepherd, or not German Shepherd, but that chocolate lab, she was an excellent Frisbee player, and it was the same thing. My wife would take her to the park, take her leash off, and just play Frisbee, and she'd have a crowd around. It was the funniest thing.
Yeah, people would stop. There he is with the frisbee, and you can't tell, but the bottom of his feet are about 4 feet off the ground in that photograph.
That's in that video you made of him.
Yeah.
I think.
But yeah, Buddy was special. Oh, I gotta show you. One of my kids got this little kitten from the cat lady in the neighborhood, and it was sick when she got it, and it actually didn't live. We took it to the vet and spent like $350, but it died anyway. It had some kind, and it was because the whole house, she had all these kittens, and the whole house was full of cats, and it got sick. But I gotta show you this picture because this shows you how Buddy loved the cats. And everybody's probably thinking, is she gonna quit or what? But I promise this is the last one that I'll share.
Oh, sweet.
I said, Buddy, he loved the kittens.
Is that the kitten that didn't make it?
Yeah, that's the kitten that didn't make it.
Oh. It looked skinny.
Yeah, it was not in good shape, and its eyes were all running, and it was coughing, and she took it to the vet, and they did all kinds of tests, and they said that it had like a 50-50 chance of making it, and we got some penicillin to give it twice a day, but it lived another like week and a half, and then it passed away.
Somebody's got a big fish there.
What's that?
Somebody's got a big fish there.
I'm looking at old pictures of my dogs. I'm running down memory lane.
GRB, hi. Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. I shouldn't have started showing pictures of Buddy because you're going to see a bunch of them if I start showing them.
Hey, GRB.
I'm sorry, but the problem with dogs in general, it doesn't matter. I mean, we can all get into the debate, and I do make jokes about people with small toy dogs. And my favorite one is, oh, that's a nice looking hamster you got there.
Right.
But I mean, that's the thing about dogs is they just work your way into your heart.
Yeah.
And then they don't live all that long. If you're our age, the three of us, we're all over 50. You're gonna go through a few dogs. By the time you're in your 50s, I'm in my mid 50s. You're gonna go through a few dogs, and it you know what? It doesn't get any easier each time. It doesn't.
Yazzie, are you crazy? Get out of that. Yazzie. What?
So I'm kind of with the one person that said I'm done with dogs. I think when Jack goes, I think I'm done. I'm getting tired of getting my heart ripped out of my freaking chest every, 15 years.
Terry, get an older dog.
So I can get my heart ripped out of my chest sooner?
Right. That's what I always do is get the old ones or the ones with health problems. Or I lost 4 in the last 3 years. What was 2 years ago?
That's it, Patty, too. I never went anywhere except to work without Buddy. He was my co-pilot. The passenger seat was his, period. And he went to Yellowstone Park with me all the time. I mean, and he knew after he figured it out fast that I was looking for animals. And when he would spot something and do this little yip noise to let me know that there was an animal there, I mean, he knew what I was looking for. He was my co-pilot.
Oh, congratulations,
Oh,
Oscar.
good.
And that's awesome, Justin.
I'm going to
Awesome.
put a link for it. Hang on. Oh, there you go. Grasshopper got it already. See, you're a good mod.
Yep. I've been trying to get her to promote you for years, Grasshopper.
For years and years.
Years and years. Hey.
Well, it is 11:11 here. So I think it is time to end the stream, and I'm sorry I talked too much about stuff I shouldn't have mentioned tonight. And I also showed you too many pictures of Buddy. But that's just how the night went.
You did fine.
Great stream.
So
I thought so. I thought it was a really good stream.
Thank you, everybody, for coming in. And thank you, Carrie. And thank you, Christopher, if you're still out there somewhere in cyberspace. And Joseph says he just got here and I can't. I got to, though.
Right.
It's getting late, and it's a lot later for Bob and Terry than it is for me. So, good night, everybody, and thank you for coming in. And I know Alexander isn't here anymore, but oh my God. So we shall see everybody Saturday night. And then remember, Monday night, I'm going to do a small auction. So good night, everybody, and thanks.
Good night.
If I can get the buttons to work here. Don't cuss yet. I'm still on.